Hi, this is Katura with BlueNotary, and today we're going to look at how we can invite a signer to a session using Notary Pro. So here on our dashboard, we're going to go to New Session, and we're going to choose Remote Online Notarization. Now here, we want to start prepping for our session by uploading a document if we have one. So we have a few different sources we can upload a document. We can upload from our desktop on our local computer, from a template if we've already uploaded one, also from Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, or Box Drive. For today, I'm going to choose from a template. And I'm going to choose this document that I've saved. So now that I've selected my document and I can see it here, I can choose a person, my participants, who's going to sign or be in the session. If I'm working with someone that I've already worked with before, I can go to this drop down and see all the different people I have notarized with before. Or I have the option of typing in a brand new person and then putting in their email address. But for today, I'm going to choose someone I've worked with before. Now, when our signers come to a session, there is an authentication that needs to happen. We need to verify who our signers are since we're doing so remotely. So we have two options here. We have Biometrics and we have KBA. With biometrics, that means a person will do a selfie and have their credentials, their ID verified, but they won't do a knowledge-based authentication. Now, when you choose KBA, the person will do a knowledge-based authentication, answering questions only they would know, and their ID will be verified, but they won't have to do the facial scan. So for this notarization, I'm going to choose KBA. Now in the session, it may not be just you and a primary signer. You might want to add another signer who needs to sign. And we can choose someone as before that we've worked with before, or add a new person. We can also choose if that person needs to do biometrics or KBA. Another type of person that we can have join a session can be a witness. You can choose to have BlueNotary find a witness for you by clicking here, and if the witness needs ID verification, you can choose a witness that you've already worked with before. Or you can add a brand new person who wants to be a witness. You can also add an observer. An observer is a person who's just there to observe, and they may or may not join the session, but they will get a copy of the document once it's completed. And you can put their information here. And what's really useful about having an observer is that they can be flagged as a type of person. So they can be a moderator, attorney, translator, contractor, admin, or other. And when you click other, you can specify what type of observer this person is. Now, as we move to the bottom of our session creation, we can do our session details. So if we have multiple signers, we can have them authenticate themselves on separate devices or on the same device. So we have these options here. Also, we can choose what type of session. GNW is general notary work. We can do a closing or estate planning. And we want to know what type of session it's going to be in terms of standard or MISMO. And MISMO would be used for real estate signings. We also have the option of when we want to do the signing. So we have let the signer choose, which will send a notification to the signer to let them know when they are available, and then you as a notary will be notified in real time when the signer is ready to start their session. You can click Notarize Now or you can schedule for a time that you've agreed upon with your signer. Here, under Advanced Options, you can put some unique identifiers for the session if you'd like. So you can put a session reference ID for yourself. You can send the invitation to the person immediately, or you can choose to pre-tag the document first. So when you're meeting with your signer, everything is ready to go. And you can also choose how the document is delivered to the signer. If right after the session is complete, you want them to get a copy of the document, you can leave it here at automatic. If you want to make sure of the document and check it yourself before they get a copy, you can click manually, and you'll have to send the documents yourself. And lastly, payment info. You can invoice the client on your own, meaning after the session is over, you will have to reach out to the client with the BlueNotary invoicing feature to have the client pay for the session, or you can uncheck this box, and when the session is completed, they will be charged for the session. And then once you filled in all of that information, you can go ahead and send your invitation to your signer. So I hope that helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.